Welcome to Winging It. We're playing Arkham Horror the card game digitally. We are playing with Leo and Jack going through Edge of the Earth. This is a Fatal Mirage, which is kind of it's a sort of optional scenario. It can be played multiple times in the campaign depending on how you're doing. We only get to play it once, but this will be the goal is to delve into memories and to try and uh, either get XP for uncovering the memories of those who have been killed, or to make resolute versions of those who have not. Our goal will be to try and make Kensler and probably Danforth resolute, who is these are the allies that I'm taking this time. Kensler has been great for Leo, just getting his investigate going, and Danforth is good for dealing with all the Tekalilis we've got, although there are only 3 Tekalilis in Leo's deck at this point. All right, so before we begin, we need to go ahead and draw the tarot for Damned for Monterey Jack. So go ahead and do that. Okay, what have we got here? We've got the first time each investigator's deck would run out of cards, they may shuffle the bottom 10 cards of their discard. Wait, that's okay. Okay, when the game begins, each investigator discards the top 5 cards of their deck. Discard, shuffle each weakness discarded into their owner's deck. So it's like a forced short supply, basically. So we'll try to remember that. Um, that one's not too bad, given that, you know, we at least get to do the mulligan first. We've got stick to the plan here for Leo, and we'll go ahead and draw up opening hands and get started. So, Ace of Swords, yes, let's just put that right into play. Man, a safeguard is good. We're going to keep one of our safeguards. We'll keep a Mouser. We'll put back Calling in Favors, and we are going to try to get an ally, because, you know, we're Leo. Okay, we got a med student, and we got to stand together, so that's nice. Our only stand together, actually, so that worked out. All right. And then Monterey gets to draw 6 cards. Buried Secrets we get to replace. We definitely want the hiking boots. I think we definitely want the fingerprint kit. We don't care about the sneak attack. I don't really care about the deduction right away. Don't really care about the trusted bullwhip. And I've got a plan. We're going to trust that Leo can deal with the damage. All right, 4 more cards. Let's go. Milan and Janae. Okay, well, so that's going to be a lot of resources. We might just play the emergency cache for resources rather than to reload the fingerprint kit. I don't know. All right, so there we have it. Let's get these hands set up. All right, we are at Agenda 1A. There's only this one agenda. You find yourself trapped in an endless prison of distorted thought. Each door is another world to discover, another memory to explore. For each trigger, you can take 1 horror to move to the prison of memories, 15 shrouds, or 15 doom threshold. And then Act 1A, the only act. In this strange alternate reality, past memories and nightmares come to life. Is this place real or a figment of your imagination? Perhaps both. Objective, confront your demons to strengthen your resolve. And there's a hint, just saying, you know, just, well, I guess I'll just read it. You may have more than one opportunity to advance this act. Until then, you are trapped. If you are running out of time and are given the chance to advance, consider taking it. All right, and then we are on the Prison of Memories. It's Mirage, 2 clues, so we can spend 2 clues and we can flip it over and we can we can put another location into play. The base camp deck of Theodicea or the University Halls. And X is the current agenda number, which is 1, so it's pretty easy to investigate. All right, so we're gonna get started with, and that tarot is what? It's when the game begins. Okay, so he discards the top 5 cards. 2, 3, 4. Oh, area and twine and deduction. Oh, that's. Hopefully we'll loop our deck fast enough because we did want that area and twine. Okay, so we'll spend 1 to put med student into play. We're gonna heal the damage and horror off of Jack because he's the one who's most likely. Oh, this should have been shuffled in. Well, it would have gotten shuffled in. It might have. That's actually bad for us because we could have potentially been one of the 5 cards we discarded. Even though it would have gotten shuffled back in, it's still like could have been our it could have presented one of those cards can be discarded, but I'm not going to redo it now. All right, we're going to stand together. Uh, the 2 cards, 2 resources. We got on you. Whoops. So we can exhaust on you and choose one or to discard to do all 3. You can get +2 skill value for next skill test this round. Evade or move to a connecting location. So obviously on you is very good. Um, okay, very cool. And he gets 2 cards, 2 resources. Pathfinder and Eon Chart. Oh my gosh, we have so much to spend on here. All right, that's, oh, but he gets 2 resources, so Stand Together is such a good card. I'm inclined to draw a card and then Ever Vigilant. So, just because I mean, ally assets we can put in already for. So I'd like to see if I can find another asset. All right, so we get okay the Miasmic Crystal. So we don't get the discount, but we do get the action discount. It's probably worth it. So this is when an investigator location draws a technically weakness, spend 1 charge. That investigator cancels the effect of that weakness, placed at the bottom of the technically deck and draws 1 card. So that's great. So yeah, then we'll use from stick to the plan. We'll play Ever Vigilant, and yeah, choose 3 assets, play them, reduce cost by 1. So this one comes in, it gets 3 charges. We'll do Safeguard for 1 resource, and then the Mouser for 2 resources. Not too bad. And then we can put on you into play next turn, and then work on the Sled Dog. All right, so wow. Okay, so we definitely want to get 1 investigate in with Milan. So I think we'll start with uh, spending 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to put Milan into play because he'll help us get resources. We will investigate with Milan at 5v1. Okay, that's -2. So we get a clue and a resource. So that's nice. Do we play the emergency cache to get the... I really would like to get Pathfinder into play. I think we'll just do that. Hopefully we'll just cycle our deck. We're just going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 resources. And the next turn we can get the hiking boots and Pathfinder, all this good stuff in. All right, so that's it. Let's do Upkeep. Okay, we got a Vicious Blow. We get the Death Tarot. We want that into play too. All right, we're at 1 Doom, 15, and drawing a counter card. We get Miasmic Torment. Okay, so we're gonna have to exhaust Amy Kensler, and uh, she can't ready. And at the end of the turn, it's gonna take 1 damage or 1 horror. So, all right, and then you take a willpower or an intellect 3 to discard it. All right, and Jack will get Revelation test through willpower for each. I think I'm just realizing last game I like totally ignored that Jack could totally have busted that 3 intellect. Would have saved me so much. Okay, test 3 for each. Frost token reveal, take 1 horror. If you fail, take 2 horror. I mean, we're totally failing this. I'm inclined to just you handle this one um, to Leo. That'll give him a resource, and we'll just tank this. So we're at 4v3. Okay, that is the number of story cards in the victory display, which is 0. So we pass. So yeah, well done. Okay. I think Jack is just going to keep trying to get things done. The Pathfinder doesn't help us much yet. Neither does the hiking boots. The fingerprint kit does help us as it gets as it will give us some clue acceleration. So we'll go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4. We should put Milan in the property. We will investigate with fingerprint kit. So we're at 4, 5, 6 to beat 1. Okay. That is, if you fail, we don't. It's my give 2, so we'll exhaust him to get a resource, and we'll get 2 clues. We now have enough clues to trigger the Mirage, which we will go ahead and do. So we have, you wander for what seems like hours through the myriad reflections. The further you venture from where you arrived, the more distant reality becomes. There are many paths to take through the hallucination. Places you recognize from your memories, and others you do not, taken from memories of your companions. As the shape of the mirages changes around you, you consider which prison might be worse, the one that reveals its true deadly nature, or the one that hides it. So we can choose one of these. We're going to put, I think, the university halls into play. I think that's the best way to get to Kensler. So we just want to make her resolute. So we'll get the university halls. Let's see. It's here. No, location, sorry. Just move these over to the side here. Oh, we should have shuffled the Tekalili deck, which I didn't do. Okay, so we're going to get the university halls. All right. We'll just put that into play here. Okay, and we don't move to it yet. So then Jack will spend 1, 2, 3 to put down Pathfinder, and then he will Pathfinder into this location. Oh, it's a Mirage 2. And I'm pretty sure Review Theater is where we want to go to get Kensler. Forced when the University Hall's flipped over, each investigator discards 3 cards of their deck. And for each clue spent, each investigator draws Tekalili weakness. They discard this way, shuffle each other weakness, discard this way back into its owner's deck. So that'll actually help us with cycling. So to get back to our emergency cache, so that's actually not too bad. So we will draw a card for being Jack, and we get Perception. Nice. All right. So Miasmic Torment. Okay. Well, first of all, we're gonna put on you into play here. Then we will exhaust her. I don't know if it's a her or him. It's a her, right? Yeah. Anyway, we will get +2 skill value. We will test our willpower, so that puts us to 4, 5, 6 to beat 3. We will test the Miasmic Torment. -1. Okay, it's gone. So that works out pretty well. We can't use Kensler this turn. I think we could just investigate 3v1. It's probably pretty good. We'll just investigate 3v1. Where do we draw cards? We'll draw 1 card. Spare parts. We'll put spare parts into play. So you can spend 1 supply and exhaust spare parts. Add 1 supply to another asset at your location, or choose an investigator location to gain 1 resource. So we could actually use that to. I should have actually played emergency cache. Whatever. But we can use this to put a supply on the fingerprint kit, which would be nice. Oh, we had safeguard. We could have safeguarded with Jack, but we didn't. So, okay. We get the 45 automatic. It's very nice. We'll we get buried secrets. Okay, well, we'll just have to investigate that. That's not too bad. We're at 2 doom. Our encounter card, we get Evanescent Mist. Attach it to the location that is not nearest location that is not cleared of images. Place 2 in Mirage. Place 2 clues in that attached location. In order to flip the attached location, investigators at attached location must spend either 2 additional clues as a group or take 2 damage. If attached location is cleared, Mirage has discard. Evanescent Mist. So we put 2 clues on here. I don't know that we care that much about flipping this over. We do care about those clues, so we get Dark Aurora, test 3 willpower for each. Okay, this is the same one we had before. We're just taking some more. Alright, that has an effect of -3. If you fail, you must either move to the Prison Memories or shuffle the top card of the Tekalili deck into your deck without looking at. We're going to move to the Prison Memories. Actually, that's a forced move, right? Except by scenario card effects. Okay, so we can move, so that's fine. We'll just move. I don't want to put a Tekalili in. Okay. Excellent. I'm just trying to think of all this stuff I need to do to get set up. which is more important. I think Janae is more important. The Eon chart could be good, but you know we got to cycle back to get to our Ariadne's Twine. Janae isn't like super helpful. We could put the hiking boots out. Let's just we'll get some soak out. That's fine. Action 1, then we'll investigate the buried secrets. We'll commit this perception. We're up by a lot. We're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We don't need to, well, I'm just doing it for the card draw. Yeah. Okay, -1, we draw 2 cards. Okay. We don't get a clue. We do clear buried secrets. That was our second action. Third action, we will investigate with fingerprint kit. 4, 5, 6, 7 to beat 1, +1. We do get a resource from Milan, and we get 2 clues. And then we will Pathfinder and we'll safeguard down to here. And then at the end of his turn, we'll draw a card for Jack's ability. All right. We'll spend 2 to put the sled dog into play. Running out of space here. We can use on you and investigate at 5v2. Do that. Do we have a commit over here? We want to commit? Not really. All right, 5v2. -2. So we get a clue. We're helping. We will exhaust spare part just to put this on the fingerprint kit. We'll draw a card. Oh, you know what? We're not going to draw a card. We're going to play Emergency Cash to take 2 resources, or 3 resources, and draw a card. We get Mitch Brown. Yeah, we definitely want to put him into play. Okay, and then I think we'll just draw another card. I don't really have like investigating tech. Okay, a sled dog. Great. That's actually, I don't know which of these we want to put into play first. Probably the sled dog, because Mitch Brown doesn't do anything for us yet. All right, so we'll do Upkeep. We get a Calling in Favors. Very nice. We'll do Upkeep. We get the Magnifying Glass. 3 Doom. Drawing a counter card. We get another Evanescent Mist. Same as before. Put 2 clues on here. And we'll have to spend 2 additional clues to flip that over, or else everybody takes a bunch of damage. Which, maybe we can eat the damage? I don't know. Alright, we get Nightmarish Visions. You must either... So we're going to take the 2 Tekalilis because we do have Danforth, and he offers us protection against... Well, he doesn't really offer us... We have... Yeah, the Miasmic Crystal offers us protection, so we'll go ahead and do that. Although this does make getting through our deck slower, unfortunately. Alright, so what are we doing here? So I kind of want to put Mitch in and then Calling in Favors on the sled dog. Or no, on the med student. Yeah. That's the plan. Okay, so we'll spend 2 to put Mitch into play. Then we can spend 1 on Calling in Favors. To pull the med student back to hand, we'll look at the top 9 cards. Action. Michael Lee, we'll put him into play for 2, because we get the discount. Put all these back into our hand. All right, that's pretty good. We do want more resources so that we can put our other sled dog into play. We will investigate using on you to get a +2 skill value to our test. So we're at 3, 4, 5 to beat 2. That is a -4 if you fail to place 1 Doom on an Eidolon enemy in play, which there isn't one. So that's fine. We do fail. It's not great. We'll take a resource, which will allow us to get our other sled dog into play. I wanted to get some evidence on Michael Lee. I think we need to move stick to the plan over here. And we can move our spare parts over here. Maybe even move this farther away. Because we're going to be putting. All right, so what have we got here? We're definitely going to fast play our magnifying glass. Hiking boots won't really do us much good. We will investigate with fingerprint kit. We are at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, -4. We still succeed. We still get 2 clues. And Milan gets us a resource. We will spend 1, 2, 3 resources to put the tarot in play. And I think we're just going to just keep investigating. -2. We get the clue. Then we'll Pathfinder. Yeah, Leo go with. Why not? And he'll draw a card. We get a shortcut. All right. Now we do Upkeep. All right, another gun. That's good. We get, okay, interesting bullwhip. Not too bad. Might come in handy. We are at 4, 15 Doom. Encounter, we get an Obscuring Fog, Revelation. Attached to your location, limit 1 per location. Attached location gets +2 Shroud. After a location is successfully investigated, discard Obscuring Fog. Alright, I mean, it turns it into a 3. Not a big deal. Okay, we get a Primordial Evil. When you deal any amount of damage to Primordial Evil, shuffle the top card of the Tycho deck into your deck without looking at it. If you cannot, Primordial Evil attacks you. Gross. So we can either evade this or just deal with the Tycho-Lilies. I think we just deal with the Tycho-Lilies. Oh, I could have been using Kinsler. I should have been using Kinsler. Okay, we'll spend 2 to get the sled dog here into play. We will take an action to attack with the sled dogs with Vicious Blow. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, wait. There's really no way. Let's save the Vicious Blow, actually. All right, we're not doing this yet. We will investigate. Can we? Yeah, we'll use Kinsler to investigate. We are at 5. She gets a space 5, and then 6. So we're at 6v3 is pretty good. So 6v3, let's go. 0. We get the clue. We bust the Obscuring Fog. We put an evidence on Michael Lee. I could use on you for that, actually. And then we look at the top of the counter deck. We get a Trip Chill. We'll definitely getting rid of that. We do not even want to think about it. All right. Then we will use Sled Dogs plus Michael Lee. And we are at, so we're 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to beat 3. Okay, that's 0. That does 3 damage to him. All right, and then we will just use the Mouser. So 4, 5, we'll use on you because why not? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that is if you fail, place one of your clues. We do not. So it's sorry, this we would have had to shuffle top card of Tekalili. So we're putting two Tekalilis into our deck. But that guy is now dealt with. Okay, and we succeeded by enough we can get the resource by the mouser. So that guy is dead. Alright, back to Jack. Alright. So Jack will investigate, just the normal investigate. We're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 0. So we get the clue. We'll spend, we get a resource from Milan. We will spend 2 resources to play the hiking boots. And then we'll investigate again. Okay, -2. We get the last clue. We'll use the hiking boots to move, and Leo can come with the, and we could spend a bunch of clues here to reveal, let's see, we have to spend 2 extra clues, right? So we can do that. Let's spend 2 additional clues as a group, and this Mirage, so we'll spend 4 clues. 1, 2, 3, 4, because we don't want to take a bunch of damage. And that will flip over this, and it's when it's flipped over each investigator tops 3 card for each clue they spent. So we spent 4 clues, so we have to discard. Wait, did I do that right? Yeah. Yeah. So I have to discard 12 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we got 2 of these, which are each place one of your clues on your location. So one of these we will exhaust. I thought we had that. Yeah, we do. Investigator draws technically. We we actually are. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we will prevent one of those. The other one drops. Clue. And we get to draw a card, which of course take a horror, which we'll just put on. I'll put it on Milan. All right, so we cleared ourselves of feral wheelies, and we looped our deck, which is pretty good for what we want to be doing right now. All right, and then we get to, at the end of the round, we can draw a card to take a resource. I think we want to take a resource just so that we can get this Eon chart into play. We could use Danforth to draw more cards, but actually we're pretty good on cards. So, all right, so that's that. Let's do, oh, and the whole point of that was that we, 3 figures shimmer into view as they cross one another in the darkened halls. Professor, you hear Dr. Kinsler's voice acknowledge, and her outline became defined. Professor Dyer and his protege appear next. I do hope you'll consider my proposal, she continues, as if she truly cared one way or another. Her voice surely did not reveal it. In response, Dyer simply glances at Danforth, who appears to be staring behind her, far, far behind her. Well, in any event, she adjusted her glasses and enters the door labeled with her name. Dyer shakes his head with a sigh, but Danforth is the one who breaks silence. I think we should go. Okay, so we're going to follow Kinsler's memories and put the Riverview Theater into play. So that would be here, Riverview Theater. Okay, we'll update our connection. So this is a one-way connection, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah. So we could Pathfinder, but we've already used our. So we'll do that next turn. Okay. And we already got his thing for being the end of the round. Okay. Cool. Let's do upkeep. We get another sled dog, which we can put into play thanks to Mitch Brown. And we get a Lucky Cigarette Case. That's great. All right, we're at 5, 15 doom. Okay, you must either take 2 horror or place 1 doom on the current agenda. I mean, obviously we're just taking 2 horror here. Let's put it on each of our sled dogs. That's fine. Alright, we get a Horrifying Shade. It's aloof hunter. While it's a location that's declared of mirages, it loses aloof. After you discover or take control of 1 more clues at Horrifying Shade's location, place an equal amount of doom on Horrifying Shade. So it's just here, hanging out, being all aloof and stuff. Alright, so I think we start with an investigate here. We're at 3, we'll get the +2. Oh wait, first thing we'll do is we'll put this other sled dog into play. Let's just move spare parts out yet again. Okay. And we can do this because we have 2 additional slots from him. So we get 3 slots already, which is just 1, 2, and then 3, and then he gives us 2 other slots for non-uniques. So that's good. All right. We could use Kinsler actually to investigate. We still could. We haven't done our investigate yet, right? Yeah. All right. So we'll use Kinsler to be at 5, 6, 7 versus 2. Okay, it's -4. We get a evidence on Michael Lee. We get a clue. This does put a horror or a doom on the Horrifying Shade. Then we will engage the Horrifying Shade. And get 'em, boys. All right. All right, so we are at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we actually didn't need to use the Michael Lee, but whatever. I was trying to get like evidence on him, but whatever. All right, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 versus 3. We're in good shape. 9 versus 3. All right, that is -2. So this Horrifying Shade is dead. Good deal. All right, so we have. We will go ahead and use. Oh, and Kinsler lets us look at this card. Polar Mirage, absolutely gonna get rid of that. That's the one that makes you discard all your cards for getting a clue. That would be absolutely horrible. All right. All right. So now we will do you want Legacy Risk Case or Eon Chart? I think actually we're okay on cards. So we get Eon Chart. We could investigate and move. Let's see, what is this effect? This is when you draw a technically card, will it review theater, resolve its effects in additional time, then discover 1 clue. All right. So I think we spend 2 to put out Eon Chart, which goes in an accessory slot. Section 1. Then we'll use the Eon Chart to investigate with the fingerprint kit. We should spare parts. Put 1 on the fingerprint kit. All right, we're investigating. We're at 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 versus 2. Okay, that is 0 because we know. So we get the 2. Then we will move, and Jack will move with us. Then we will just, I mean, Janae doesn't really do us any good, I think, to do anything. So we can, we could spin clues. How many do we need? We need Mirage 2, so we'll spin 4 clues. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4 clues. Thank you for inviting me here. It was 4 clues, right? Yeah. Thank you for inviting me here, Dr. Sinha. Dr. Kensler says quietly, her outline shimmering into view. She and Dr. Sinha sit next to each other in almost empty theater. The lights are dim and the curtains drawn. But the show has not yet begun. Of course, and just Mala is fine. Kensler flinches and clears her throat. And call me Amy. I already do, the physician replies as the screen in front of them kindles to life. So we're going to follow Kensler's putting her office into play. All right, so we have a one-way connection, but there's a connection that goes back here to President Memories as well. And this is it's Mirage 4. While she's at this location, it gets -2 shroud, so it'll be very easy to investigate. After you successfully investigate Dr. Kinsel's office, you must either take one horror or remove one secret from an asset you control. So we want to use the fingerprint kit there, I think. So we'll just keep investigating here. We're up by 1 billion. We'll get, that's fine, we get a clue. I should have exhausted Milan to get a resource, we can do it now. And we'll investigate to get another clue. -2. All right, we get another clue. And then we'll use safeguard. Oh, no, we won't because we don't want Leo to have to. Oh, we can actually shortcut Leo in, and then we'll safeguard in, or Pathfinder in, and he's already used a safeguard. So then we'll get a card and resource, and we're where we want to be. So that's good. All right, upkeep. All right, we got another med student. That's nice. All right, so I just realized that I had made a mistake, which is I had not updated the decks um, to put possessed into their decks. I will shuffle this into Leo's. We're going to assume that we would have drawn this at some point with Monterey since we looped his deck. Yeah, when you reveal a frost token during the skill test, you must either take one horror or automatically fail the test. There are no frost tokens, so this really isn't that big a deal. It just denies a card draw at some point. But anyway, just wanna be on the up and up. All right, so we got the area new point. Very nice. Okay, and we did that. All right, we are at 6 of 15, and we will do draw an encounter card. We get Nightmare's Visions, lose 2 actions, or shuffle the top 2 cards of Tekalili deck into your deck without looking at them. We will shuffle in the Tekalilis because we are going to need actions. No, we're not. We're just going to lose 2 actions. All right, and then we'll get Abandoned to Madness. Touch the nearest possessed enemy. If there are no possessed enemies in play, search the encounter deck and discard a pile for possessed enemy, draw it, and attach the Abandoned Madness to it. So we need to go get a possessed enemy. We want the evade one. This is after you see, yeah, this is the evade one. All right. So he enters play with 1 Doom on him. This is, yeah, this gets attached. When it's defeated, move each Doom on its to a location. After you successfully evade Frenzy Explorer by 2 or more, take control of 1 Doom and flip it to its clue side. If there's no Doom, you discard it. So this is not too bad. Okay, we're in pretty good shape here. So we will evade this guy. We are at 5, 6, 7 to beat 2. We'll just commit this wooden sledge to make sure we oversucceed. Okay, -1. We oversucceed. We get the clue. We discard him. We discard this. It's a good deal. What is this wooden sledge? Oh, that we just committed that. All right. We are going to spend 2 resources to Lucky Cigarette Case. Put out Lucky Cigarette Case. Ariadne's Twine. Do we want to waste time setting up? I don't think we do. Okay. So we're not going to be moving this turn. We'll go ahead and we will use the fingerprint kit to investigate. We're up by a lot because Kinsler's here. We get this. We have to either remove a charge. We must either take one horror or remove. Let's see. Is it for each? No. Okay. So we'll just take a horror. Is fine. I don't want to lose a secret. All right, and we get 2 clues. Now we could spend these clues, but I don't really want to. All right. Spare parts. I think we have one more spare parts charge to put onto the fingerprint kit, hopefully. Do we have space to play a medical student? Does it matter? It doesn't really matter. Let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then we get 2 more slots. Yeah, we don't have a slot for a medical student actually. So um, this is fine. We will just use Kinsler to investigate. So we are at 5, 6 to beat 3. We'll use on you to give us +2. Yep. Okay, it's -1, so we get the clue. We have to take a horror, which is fine. Just put it on our other sled dog. We'll get to look at this, and we get glimpse of the unspeakable. Yeah, we don't want to deal with that. So, because that's we don't want to have to put Piccalili cards into people's decks. All right, so that's that. We did get another thing on Michael Lee. So let's do Upkeep. Oh, Hollow Mirror. Okay, we can heal damage and horror now. And we get Perception. Very good. 7 of 15. What did I do with my turn? Did I do an investigate? Or did I just keep putting... I don't know what I did with my last action. I did do an investigate, and I should have gotten a resource from Milan. Yeah. Alright. Here we go. We get Blasphemous Visions. Shuffle the top card of the Tekalili deck into your deck without looking at it. Then put Blasphemous Visions into play in your threat area. Resolve each effect of each Tekalili weakness you draw an additional time. There's 3 willpower. If you succeed, discard Blasphemous Visions. Okay. That really was rough on Jack last time. Alright. And then we'll get Horrifying Shade. Okay. After you discover... Okay, so... It's after you discover, take one control 1 more clues, place an equal amount on Doom on Horrifying Shade. It's the location cleared of Mirage is a lose Luft. So there is 1 clue here. So we spend 4 clues. We can maybe we didn't want to put that thing on the fingerprint kit after all, but it is fine. Okay, so we will we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, yeah, that's the do it twice. We will get started with an investigate. I don't think we want to use the perception. Maybe we want to use and we're going to put the trusty bowl into play. All right, so we're investigating with and we're just at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. -4. So it's a 1 shroud, right? So we still succeed by 2. We get the draw from the Lucky Secret case. Very nice. Quick thinking is a good thing that we want. All right. So we get this clue, which puts a doom on this guy. Who then he's going to lose a loof because we're resolving the Mirage here, spending 4 clues. We'll just spend Leo's 4 clues. Dr. Kensler sits at her desk, struggling to focus on her work. Various papers sit in the neat piles around her, and the bookshelf perfectly ordered, just as you would expect from the professor. But the journal she writes in is cluttered and unkempt. She runs her hand through her hair, undoing her ponytail. No, 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 she mutters, ripping a piece of paper from the book. You spot a photograph serving as a bookmark, keeping her page as she shuts the journal angrily. She opens one of her desk drawers and throws the crumpled paper inside, barely noticing the way the drawer bubbles over with miasma and the putrid gray mist emanating from within. If she's alive, spawn the memory of an unrequited love enemy at this location. Flip this card back over. So we will get the memory of an unrequited love. And that is alert. Prey is investigator. Okay, so it goes on to, with Dr. Amy Kinsler. After you discover one or more clues at the enemy's location, deal that much damage to this enemy. Oh. When this enemy is defeated, flip it over and resolve its text on the other side. Okay, nice. That's interesting. We could just get clues, but there's no clues at the prison of memories, unfortunately. Because we could have moved and safeguarded with it and all that kind of stuff. How much health does it have? It has what? Oh, 6 health? That's it? That seems not much, honestly. Um, so we will pull back the magnifying glass to hand. That's where I got the last clue, so we could do that. We'll spend 2 to play the trusty bullwhip, and that's fast. Then we will trusty bullwhip, committing the quick thinking. So we are at 5, 6, 7, 8 to beat 4. Okay, that seems fine. We'll commit this scout ahead. 10 to beat 4 because we want to succeed by 2. Okay, we succeed by 2, so we get an action we can take right away. We will exhaust, well, we don't exhaust the bullet, but now we do, to do 2 damage to I don't know, the memory. We will attack with the bullwhip again. That's -2. That's just 1 damage. But honestly, we're in pretty good shape. All right, and we will attack again. We could nimble to get back to the university halls. It's probably worth it. All right, +1. Okay, we have to move 3 times. We could actually come all the way through to the review theater, but we won't. We'll come here to the university halls, and then we'll get a card and a resource. Very good for being Jack. That was nibble. We actually, yeah, we're good. All right, so now we have lots of work to do. Oh, and this is actually 4 damage. All right, so we can use the mouser on this guy. We are at 4, 5, 6, 7. Use on you to boost. 8, 9, 10 before. We just want to succeed by 2. Okay, that's -0, so that kills this thing. So we flip the text over. Dr. Kensler, the real one, eyes you coldly. This memory is not for you, she warns, though I suppose you have no more control over this than I do. You cannot help but be a little curious what kind of academic work would rattle somebody like her, so you ask. It was not academic in nature, she confesses, running her hand idly along the vision of her desk before pulling the photograph out from inside the journal and examining it in private. I was never very skilled in expressing myself in matters of the heart, she says, and the photograph fades in her hands along with the rest of the Mirage. Come along. I do not wish to remain here any longer, she states. So we have recorded in the campaign log that Kinsler has confronted her demons. Draw a check mark next to her name in the expedition team section. From now on, when Dr. Kinsler is included or used during a scenario, the set aside resolute version instead of the version from the expedition team encounter set. If she's currently in play, switch her with that version now. Add this card to the victory display. The investigators may advance the current act or continue playing. So Kinsler, we can put her back, and we can get the resolute version of Kinsler here. All right, So we got her. The difference is, I think it's a free trigger now to search. So during your turn, spend one secret, and yeah, and you, yeah, 6 instead of, yeah, and she's fast. And I don't think we get her new tokens, as cool as that would be. That's fine. All right, and then we next action. So, and this goes to the victory display. We get a victory point. So, yay, victory points. All right, now we will use an action to. Oh, you know what? We didn't have to be in here. Actually, we when he moved with the nimble, we could have moved here with the safeguard. So we'll say we did that. All right, we are going to then attack the Horrifying Shade with a 3 sled dogs. We're up by 1,000,000,000. Elder sign. Look at the top 3 for an ally. Hey, another sled dog. Very cool. All right, so we'll be living the dream. All right, the Horrifying Shade is dead. Did we get that clue? No. All right, we don't get that. Oh, this was enough that we actually got a resource, so that's good. We will. Oh, we already exhausted on you. All right, we will try to test the Blasphemous Visions. We are at 4. We'll commit this med student to be 5. We'll commit the Hollow Mirror. I don't think we need to worry about healing right now. 5, 6, 7. All right, 0. We pass, so we can get rid of the Blasphemous Visions. Very nice. All right, so that is us, and we'll do upkeep. All right, lose 2 resources, so we gotta do that twice. But then we get a resource. That means we can't play our sled dog. Ugh. Oh, wait. Actually, we have, don't we have the thing? No, that's over here. We're not at the location that allow us to ignore that. Okay, well, no, wait, we only resolve once because we got rid of the one that makes resolve twice. Okay, cool. All right, so that's fine. So we would have lost 2 resources and then gained 1 because we were at 4. Yeah, that's not too bad. All right. Okay, you must either take 2 horror or replace 1 doom. Obviously, we're gonna take 2 horror here. Not a big deal. Okay, so we do want to get into location with my Jack. I think, um, you know, it's worth getting Dire. Is it worth getting Sinha? Probably. So we'll spend 2 to put Sled Dog into play. Live in the dream. All 4 sled dogs. All right. And then we could just move twice to here and start investigating. We'll just exhaust 2 sled dogs to move here. And then, yeah, we can just investigate. We're at 3. We'll get ourselves a bump up by 2. It's 3, 4, 5 versus 1. Minus 3. We get a clue. And we can put an evidence on to Michael Lee. And we can go 3v1. Sure. +1. All right. That is another one. And yet another. We can't do another evidence. He's all evidenced up. Okay. Did we not do upkeep or was? Wait, what? Did we not do upkeep with Jack? We must not have. I'm so confused as to what I just did. We cleared that. Oh, we didn't do the treacheries right. Okay. So we should have done this. And then this treachery, I'm just going to draw an, I don't want to go back and try to redo everything, but yeah, we would have had treachery for Leo, which would have been this, the Primordial Evil. Okay, which means we need to put back our 2 clues and redo our turn. Remove 1 evidence from Michael Lee. And be up here. Sorry about that. We will just use all 4 sled dogs on this guy with Michael Lee to one-shot the Primordial Evil. Okay, he is dead, and we have to discard. Nope, we have to shuffle the top card of the Tikalili deck into our deck. And then we're going to take an action to move, and probably just draw a card. Okay. Return, lose 1 action. Otherwise, lose 1 action during your next turn. Okay, well, actually, we don't lose any actions because it's during our turn. So we don't lose it during the next time. All right, and then now he will actually take his turn. All right, so we can start getting really busy with getting stuff done. We can take an action to play Ariadne's Twine. So this is going to move a secret from an asset you control to your resource pool or vice versa. We actually don't need to do that because of Eon Chart still has 2 things. So we'll just use Eon Chart instead to investigate and move. Investigate using Fingerprint Kit. We are at 4 or 5. We're up by a lot. Okay, so that's -3. We get the 2 clues. And we'll take the move, and then Leo will safeguard with us. We will then spend 4 for the Mirage. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So all of this except now Senha's Memory with the Infirmary into play. Locations. Update our connections. Okay. So when she's at this location, it gets -2 Shroud, which she won't be. After you enter for the first time, if you have more than 6 remaining health, take a damage till you have exactly 6 remaining health. Otherwise, take 1 damage. All right. So yeah, they're just gonna take some damage when they come in, but that's fine. All right. So we'll investigate deduction and perception, I suppose, just to get some card draw going. All right, should we save the perception for the infirmary? We should. No, we're up by 1 billion. All right. Okay, so we get 3 clues. 1, 2, 3. And we draw 3 cards because of the Lucky Secret case. Okay, we do get Buried Secrets, which is fine. Okay, we'll investigate the buried. Oh, we'll get a resource from the lawn. We'll investigate the buried secrets. -1. We get a clue. All right, and we will. I think we're going to spend the emergency cash to put 1, 2, 3, 4 on Fingerprint Kit, just so we can keep getting use out of it. All right. Upkeep. We'll get Stick-a-Lily, take 1 horror, place Stick-a-Lily on Stick-a-Lily deck. I mean, that's fine. We could cancel it. We can still use him, so we can draw 2 more cards. 1, 2. Okay, we get either discard an ally asset you control from play or discard each ally asset from your hand. That would be the medical student, so that's pretty good. And then we discard 1 card at random from your hand. So we'll take the horror. Did I already take a horror? I don't think I did. All right, and then we're going to discard 1 of these cards at random from our hand. Not too worried about any of them. Okay. We actually could have canceled that, right? Don't we have the... No, we don't have that. That was last game. All right, got rid of the Mouser, and then each of these Tekalilis goes away. Let's see, what caused me to draw 2 cards was, yeah, using him, we should have used, okay. Uh, does that upkeep? Yeah, that was upkeep. All right. I think he is still exhausted. Okay, we have dire sketches, so we can draw cards if we wanted to draw cards. We are at 8, 15 doom. We will draw encounter. We get the Lost Researcher. Any location, empty if available. Lost Researcher endures play with 1 doom on it. When Lost Researcher is defeated, move each doom on it to its location. Parlay test willpower or intellect. If you succeed, take control of 1 doom on Lost Researcher and flip it to its clue side. Then if there's no doom, you discard it. So not too bad. All right. Evanescent Mist. So attached to the nearest location that is not cleared of mirages, place 2 clues on it. In order to flip the attached location over, investigators must spend either 2 additional clues or each take 2 damage. Okay, well that does absolutely nothing here because we've already cleared it of mirages. Oh wait, does not cleared of mirages, so that would actually be here. So that's unfortunate. Means that we have to spend uh, more clues to get there. But actually, we have lots of clues. All right. So let's let's go. We can do this. We'll just I might as well investigate with the fingerprint kit. Oh wait, did we already do the buried secrets? Well, we'll do the buried secrets first without the fingerprint kit. So investigating do the buried secrets. Okay, this goes away. Now we will use the fingerprint kit. Second action. Elder sign again. Great. Get the 2 clues. We will just we'll use the hiking boots to move into this location, and we'll safeguard with. Lost Researcher will come here. We'll go ahead. Oh, and then we take 2 damage and 1 damage. Okay. And then we can spend how many clues? I think we'll just slow play this. Is there any reason to slow play this? I don't think so. We can just pop it out right away. Leo has lots of damage potential. So let's just do the Lost Researcher. We'll spend, we're at, our intellect is at 4, 5, 6, 7. Lost Researcher, -2. Get his clue. We got lots of clues. All right, we'll just spend 6 clues. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that will, yeah. A young Dr. Sinha appears by the bedside, her face contorted with grief. You have never seen her so stricken. A nurse places her hand on top of Dr. Sinha's in consolation, but she bats it away. Don't, she barks, choking out a sob. There's nothing more you could have done, Doctor, the nurse says. There's always more that can be done, Dr. Sinha shouts. We could have been smarter, faster. Her hands shake as she tries to make a fist. Black miasma seeps from between her knuckles. This is my fault, all my fault. If she's alive, it's at the memory of a lost patient enemy at this location. Okay, so we have the memory of a lost patient. We're going to put her on Leo because, of course. So it's 8 health. Retaliate, investigate with Dr. Cinema. After you heal 1 or more damage while this enemy is exhausted, deal that much damage to this enemy. While this enemy is defeated, flip it over. Okay, so that's it for that. So let's just go. So we will use, we're going to do 8 damage. We're going to do 4, 5, 6, yeah. 2, 3, 4, and commit the vicious blow. So we are at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we'll use Michael Lee. All our eggs in one basket. It's very roguelike. Okay, -4. So that's 4, 5, 6 damage. Very good. Okay, then we'll use the Mouser. And we'll use on you on this. So we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To be 3. -1. Okay, we'll ready the Mouser and get a resource, which is good. And we get a victory display. Okay. I will never forget that day, the day I lost my first patient. She crosses her arms and the mirage fades. Her eyes are tired and worn. They tell you it happens even to the best of us, but even so, we are never prepared. I was not foolish enough to vow I would never lose another one. I knew that was a fantasy. She glances at you knowingly. Instead, I simply vowed never to get attached. So do not be upset at my distance. It is for my own sake. So if, when I lose you, I am not lost myself. And then we get the resolute version of her if we ever do that. So that's a victory point. All right, very cool. We have another action. I think we'll just move. Just keep. We could investigate actually, but our chances of getting clues here are very unlikely. So we'll. There's really no point in moving either. We'll just draw a card. Get a flashlight. Well, now we have stuff that we can investigate with. All right, we're doing. Let's see. We could end the scenario here, but we're only at 8-15 doom, so we have room. Okay, we got an overpower. We don't really need it at this point. We're so 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. All right. Oh, we actually could have drawn a card and gotten a resource last time, but I guess we're just missing triggers. Okay, we get Nebulous Miasma attached to location. When you end your turn at attached location, each card you control sanity, including your investigator, takes 1 direct horror. At the end of the round, discard Nebulous Miasma. That would kill all of these. That would be terrible. I forget that Anyu actually has a move. I've been using her for the +2 skill value, but actually we could use her as a move. Okay, we glimpse the unspeakable. We're going to draw the top card of the Tekalili deck and resolve its effects. Shuffle into any investigator's deck instead of placing it on the bottom of the Tekalili deck. Okay, so we take 1 damage. It's fine. We'll give it to Leo. Actually, we can put this on Janae. Actually, I'm going to take it in my deck or in Jack's deck because I'm going to get it out. Okay, so let's see. Let's investigate with the fingerprint kit because we want these clues. We are at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to beat 4, 6, 7, 8. All right, fine. 8 to beat 4. Auto fail. Gross. All right. 6, 7 to beat 4 is not great. We'll just commit this unexpected courage. Investigate again. Okay, -2. We succeed by 2. We'll draw the card and we get a resource and we'll get a clue. All right, we are going to investigate again. Commit this flashlight. That should be up by 4. And -2, we get a clue. We will Eon chart to investigate a move. We'll commit this something. Commit this sneak attack, I guess. Dire sketches up by 5. It's fine. -1, so we get a clue. And then we move. Leo will come with. And then we will Pathfinder. 2 locations away, so we'll get a card and a resource. So that works out pretty well. And we'll spin 6 clues. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clues to flip this over. No, 4 clues. Okay. And that makes us discard the rest of our deck, which makes us draw this. We take a damage. So we'll take a damage. But then we have all these options. We will follow Danforth's Memories, Elder Chamber location into play. I think we already got the card in the resource for moving here. All right, this is a Mirage 4. Do you discover 2 more clues from Elder Chamber using a single investigator card effect? Shuffle the top card typically. So we just need to do a bunch of like easy investigates, which is fine. We'll exhaust 2 sled dogs to move there. Then we will investigate using on you. So we're at 3, 4, 5, 6 to beat 1. Okay, +1. We'll get an evidence on Michael Lee. We'll get a clue. And then we'll just investigate at 4B1. Nice 3. It's another clue. And another evidence on Michael Lee. Alright, cool. We'll do upkeep. We get another overpower. Okay, we take another horror. And we got buried secrets again. Alright, we're at 10, 15. Oh, let's see. This actually should be shuffled in or discarded. Okay. And we get Obscuring Fog. Okay. Not such a big deal on a one-shroud location. Lost Researcher. All right, so we'll put it here. The Doom on it. Okay, so I think Jack will Pathfinder in. Wait, this is clear to clues. Oh, I was thinking that. Well, I don't think we need the magnifying glass actually. So we'll just Pathfinder in. We will investigate. Let's see. How many clues do we need to spend for this? It's Mirage 4, so we'll spend 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go ahead and do the Mirage on this. These are the sleds missing from Lake's camp, Professor Dyer remarks, shimmering into view. He doesn't sound particularly surprised. It seems they must have accounted for this possibility. Danforth is already the first of the sledges, examining its contents. Here's the gasoline stove, the fuel, all of their research instruments. He trails off. What is that awful stench? He motions toward the farthest sledge, the tarpaulin strapped around its cargo bulging oddly. Danforth, don't, Dyer calls out, but it's too late. The moment Danforth removes the tarpaulin, he staggers backward, covering his mouth and nose. Frozen and preserved beneath the tarpaulin are the corpses of a young explorer and one of his sled dogs. Gedney, Dyer whispers, but this decide cluttered dormitory location into play. So all right. There we go. It's a 4 shroud, 4 clues, Mirage 4. While Danforth's location, it gets -2 shroud. Forced when you resolve the ability on a Tekalili card while at the cluttered dormitory, shuffle it back into your deck instead of placing it on the bottom Tekalili deck. Okay, so we could go in there and get clues. It's pretty easy, but we'll just keep investigating here. 4, 5, 6. 4. So we're 4, 5, 6, 6. Yeah, 6v1. It's fine. Okay, that's -1. We get clue. Then we will put down Ariadne's Twine. We'll exhaust it to move a resource onto Eon Chart. We'll use the Eon Chart to investigate and move. It's +1. I should have actually moved and investigated, but whatever. All right, we have enough. That's 5. We actually have enough to do this. We are both moving in. With the safeguard, we'll spend the 4 clues we need. This nebulous miasma is gone. So Danforth screams and throws his cover aside. Sweat drenches from his forehead and drips down his neck. Just a dream, he whispers. Just a dream, just a dream. He collapses from his bed, dabs his head with his handkerchief, and wanders over to the nearby window to peer outside. The shape he sees on the other side causes him to leap back in fear, crashing into the opposite wall. No, no. Okay, so if he's still alive, we get the memory of an unspeakable evil enemy at this location. Okay, so and I'm pretty sure this goes on to us because we have Danforth. So this is alert, retaliate, any prey investigator with Danforth. You can take two actions to shovel the top 3 cards of the deck into your deck. Parlay deals 3 damage to this enemy. And he's defeated, flip it over and resolve its other side. All right, so we will take an action to engage because, you know, we want to be careful. We will we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, there's no reason to do the extra damage here. So we will, yeah, we'll just do 4 damage. So we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to beat 4. It's fine. Let's do 4 damage, just 4 damage. We'll do the Mouser, we'll use on you to get a boost. So we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to beat 4. Minus 1. See, by enough to get the resource. This is dead. It's here. It's here, the real Danforth mutters as he sees the miasma dripping from the cracked window. It was always here, and I returned to hear the accursed sound. He continues to watch in horror as the miasma retreats, returning his dormitory to its natural state. It takes several minutes for him to stop shaking. In your campaign log, record that Danforth has confronted his demons. Draw a check mark next to his name in the expedition team section. From now on, whenever Danforth is included or used during this, use resolute. Okay, so he's resolute now. We can get the resolute version of him, which is right here. So here's resolute Danforth. So he has 5 secrets. Okay, they draw 3 cards and discard each weakness drawn by this without resolving its effects. So that's really good for clearing Techolili's. We've used him once. Oh, I don't want to delete you. I mean, I guess we can, actually. Yeah, okay, but very nice. Oh, wait, buried secrets. We got rid of that, right? Did we? We investigated, and we investigated. They play area, and it's fine. Yeah, we got rid of that. All right. So that's that. All right. Upkeep. We get possessed. Upkeep. We get quick thinking. We're at 11, 12. 15. Drawing a counter card. We get Crypt Chill. All right. What are we willing to lose here? I don't know. We'll use on you. Wait, that's only during your turn, right? Choose one. Okay, no, we can exhaust her. So we're up by 3. Let's Crypt Chill. 0. Okay, cool. All right, and then we get Frenzied Explorer. Okay, it's a Doom. We can evade it to get a clue. All right, so We'll start with the evade. We're at 5, 6, 7. I'll do this. We'll do the quick thinking. So we're up by a lot. Now I'm going to calculate how much. Okay, so the number of story cards, which is now pretty significant. 1, 2, 3. But we were still up by plenty. We were at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8, 7, 6, yeah. So we'll draw a card from this. We get the extra action. We get the clue. He's discarded. Oh, and we get a from. Yeah. Okay. So we can take an action to play out the mineral specimen. It's got 3 charges on it. We use the fingerprint kit to investigate. We'll go ahead and we'll put down our magnifying glass actually. Just discard this. We're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to beat 4. It's -1. Then we will use, we'll spend a resource, exhaust our it's fine to put on the end chart. We will investigate with this Miasmic Crystal, which gets us a base of 5. We're up by a lot. That's 4. We succeed by enough to get the 2 clues. We'll go ahead and just take the move. And Leo will safeguard. This guy comes onto us, and we will then do the, whoa. We'll go ahead and do the parlay. It's 3, we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, +1. So we get his, I don't know where the, all right. So Lost Researcher is gone. And we will go ahead and just Pathfinder here to try to put one more thing into play here. And I think we busted this. We must have busted that, yeah. I hope I didn't do that wrong. We got a card and a resource. And I guess Leo will, if you already used on you, we'll just move. Let's see, we spend 6 resources here, or 4 clues, and we'll discard again the rest of our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we discard all of this, drawing each weakness, right? Or shuffled each weakness back in. Actually, I think I did that wrong last time, right? Oh no, they resolve the technically weaknesses. Okay, so we're gonna put out the Dyer's Memory, Standing Stones into play. So I guess we'll put those here. And this is gone. It's Mirage 4 after you reveal. Okay, that's fine. We will, so actually we already did that. We did that before we moved, because he could have done that without. So we can spend 2 of the sled dogs to move here. And we can spend 2 to put a flashlight into play. Then we'll investigate with a flashlight, which reduces the shroud down to 0. All right, Elder thing, we still pass, and we get the clue. Very nice. And we put another evidence of Michael Lee. All right, then we'll do upkeep. Okay, we discard an asset you control. We could play another gun, actually. Yeah, That's fine. All right. Pretty gross. Okay, doing upkeep. Got to take another horror. Actually, we're kind of in a dangerous spot here. All right, so we need to finish this up quickly. We're at 12 of 15 Doom. Drawing counter cards, we get Madness Within. Test 4 willpower. For each point you fail by, shuffle the top card technically deck in your deck without looking at it. Okay, so we're going to use On You to give us a boost to 4 by 6. We're up by 2. All right, we pass. Good. And we get Abandoned Madness. Touch the nearest possessed enemy and place 1 Doom on that enemy. Otherwise, we'll just go get one. We'll go get the evade one. That is not that one. Not that one. This one. Frenzied Explorer. Gets a Doom, we attach, it becomes harder to deal with, but not hard for us. Okay, so we will evade. We are at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 versus 2 versus 3 actually. Okay, -2. We succeed by 2. These guys get discarded. And we get to draw a card and a card. Okay. We will Pathfinder into here. We need how many clues? 4 clues. We have 4 clues. Spin 4 clues. Pile of Dire, because it's worth... Dyers should be pretty easy to get, because we just have to clear the locations. So put the Dyer's Classroom into play. So Claypool stares up at the ruins with a twinkle of wonder in his eyes. Marvelous, isn't it, William? Behind him, Professor Dyer materializes within the Mirage. Both of them are at least a decade younger, perhaps more. You note Claypool did not address the professor by his title. Marvelous and mysterious, Dyer replies. Nobody knows the true purpose of the site. Perhaps nobody ever will. But that's why you do this, right? Claypool says with a grin. To learn the truth. Dyer glances back at the youth, lines of worry pulling at his eyes. Yes, he whispers, the truth. We'll follow Dyer's memories because I want the XP. So we're doing the Dyer's Classroom. Whoops, that is not the right place. Okay. Dyer's Classroom is here. This is the right pile. All right, so let's go up here. Okay, we just need 4 clues there. While he's at this location, he gets to go to Shroud. You can take shuffle the top card of the Lily deck into your shuffle the top card of the Lily deck into your deck. Heal 1 horror from Investigator ally at this location. That's nice. Okay, so we will go ahead and we will use the mineral specimen. Weird. We're at 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll commit this deduction. 9, 10 versus 2. Okay, that is -3. So we definitely succeeded by enough to get 4 clues, 1 go. That should be enough to go in and do this. Yeah. So we will, we'll just move. Wait, let's see. We Pathfindered, we investigated. We did the evade. We just did the investigate. And yeah, I guess we'll just move. And Leo will just move. Safeguard. And we'll spend the 1, 2, 3, 4 clues this over. Dyer shakes the man's hand vigorously, a smile beaming across his face. You have no idea how much this means to me, he exclaims. This will be a journey of profound importance for all of us. You recognize the man he speaks to. It is the late Professor Lake, one of many who ventured with Dyer into Antarctica and never returned. Yes, William, Lake replies, his eyes dribbling over with black ichor. This expedition will change everything. If he's crossed out, which he is, move each investigator at this location to the prison of memories. Okay, so we can continue going. Do we want to continue going? I think we can. I think we're close. Because we can get the standing stones. Well, I don't think we have enough clues, actually. We don't have we have one clue. Yeah, we'll do it. So that was one action. Actually, that wasn't an action. Okay, so we'll take one action to move twice. We will investigate. We've already used on you. So we're just at 3. Oh, we can use a flashlight. Okay, it reaches the shroud at 0. We get +1. We get the clue. Investigate again using our last charge flashlight. You know what? I will actually not do that. I'll spend the 1, 2, 3, 4 to put the 45 auto into play. All right, we'll do Upkeep. We get a calling in favors. That's pretty useless right now. And we get a quick thinking here. All right, we're at 13 of 15 doom. We get a horrifying shade. Okay, goes here. This is the one that will get doom as we get clues. And we'll get Nemus Miasma. Okay, so this just gives us direct horror. So, okay, we got to finish fast, but I think we can. Pretty easy. Go get those two. Yeah, let's see. We actually have one more turn. That's fine. Okay, we will Pathfinder into here. We will use Ariadne's Twine to put a resource on the Eon chart, which we'll use to then move and investigate. So we will move, we'll investigate using the fingerprint kit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 versus 2. We'll commit the quick thinking to this. Okay, let's see by 2. We'll draw a card. Our sketches is nice. We get the 2 clues. That causes this guy to become this horrifying shade. Well, not yet, but we flip this over. This becomes, we follow Claypool's Murray's Black Stone location into play. Okay, so we just need 4 clues here. It's got a Mirage 4, and you can add a Frost token to discover 2 clues. Okay, so we did the move. We got the extra action. So actually, we haven't taken an action yet. We will then move, and he will safeguard with us into this location. We spent our 4 clues, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need all 4 of these clues here. So we're both in here. Shroud 4, we'll use the Miasmic Specimen. We're at, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To be 4, that's fine. Okay, that's 0. We get 2 clues. Let's see. I don't think there's anything that gives us clue acceleration. So we just got to investigate. We'll do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, just 2 investigates at 8. 4 up. Auto fail and -1. We got 1 more clue to get. Oh, we'll probably be okay. All right. So we will exhaust these three guys to kill the Horrifying Shade. Elder Sign. We'll look at top three. We can grab Michael Lee, who actually could be useful for a commit. All right. So we did. Horrifying Shade is dead. He would have actually had Doom on him, but whatever. It doesn't matter. He's dead. We will then investigate with the flashlight. We're at 4 to beat 2. We'll commit Michael Lee to be 4. Actually, we don't need to commit Michael Lee. We'll exhaust on you to be at 4, 5, 6 to beat 2. Nice 2. We get the last clue. Sure. We'll just, I mean, we got soak. We can do this. We will spend our 4 clues. Where's that last clue? Oh, yeah, there it is. And according to the Inuit legend, this megalith has stood here since before humanity walked the earth, a young Avery recounts, examining the runic language along its surface. I don't know about any of that, but it's definitely ancient. That's not even the weirdest part, though. What is? One of the other explorers asked, pulling his hood down to get a better view of the towering structure. See for yourself, Claypool says, unfolding a map and placing it against the smooth stone. Drawn over the map's surface are many rings and lines depicting various weather patterns. And this thing is like a lightning rod. So Avery Claypool is alive, so we put the memory of a terrible discovery enemy at this location. So we'll get the terrible discovery. And we'll just put it on Leo because he's got the soak. It's alert. As enemy is defeated, flip it over. You can add a boss token to deal 4 damage to this enemy. He needs to take 8 damage. So we will use 45 auto. We will use Michael Lee. So we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to beat 3. This will do 3 damage to him. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's fine. We were up by enough to do 3 damage to him. All right, then he hits us he hits on you because, okay. Anyway, we'll do upkeep. And we'll do upkeep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have to discard a card. What do we not need? Probably a flashlight. Oh, and we don't get extra actions. We are at 14. This nebulous miasma is gone. And we'll do... Okay, Miasmic Torment. So we exhaust her. And then he gets Polar Mirage. Attached to the location with at least 1 clue and without a copy of Polar Mirage attached. That would be over here, I think. And then after you discover or take control of 1 or more clues of this location, discard each non-weakness card in your hand. Discard Polar Mirage. Okay, not bad. So let's just kill this guy. We will, it's actually, let's see, can we do enough damage? Because I don't want to deal with this Miasmic Torment. Well, we can do 5 damage in one go here. So, which would just kill him. So we'll just go. There we go. That's -4. He's dead. And into the victory display. So, after that, there was no going back, the real Claypool explains. We had opened Pandora's box, so to speak. I could no longer bury my head in the sand. There are forces out there beyond our comprehension, things that science cannot explain, just as I could not explain that stone's meteorological impacts on other region. Nor could I explain the nature of the storm that hit us after we uncovered it. You ask Claypool what happened to the other man who was with him that day. He grinds his teeth and shakes his head. Okay, so we got the Resolute version of him. What is the, oh, that's other enemies. I just want to make sure we actually did the math right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, yeah, 6. 6 XP, and we got a bunch of Resolute guys. So that is awesome. And we have 2 Tekalilis in our decks. That's pretty good. That's actually super amazing that we did all that. So I don't think I've ever cleared this much, but usually I hit this earlier, maybe with less tuned decks. But wow, yeah, getting 5 of those is pretty incredible. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I will see you next time on Winging It.